because he thought he had friends. They were paid actors by T1J.
What? Matt?
Matt?
What is going on?
This is Matt. He just found out that
Yeah.
all these friends he'd gotten close to over the last couple of weeks were actually paid actors who were part of an elaborate reality TV hoax. It sounds like a pretty
Wow.
mean prank, because it was, but my boy Matt
Yeah.
ended up getting the last laugh. This image actually became kind of a meme several years ago, but
Yeah,
not
I
everyone
remember
knows
that.
the full story behind it.
What would you do if your entire world turned out to be fake? If an army of writers, producers, and actors spent over a year creating TV's most elaborate
Yeah, I think it's like, it's one of those shows that just like is really mean.
Recorded it 24 hours a day and put it on national television. Well, that's exactly what happened to this guy.
This is the Joe Schmo Show, which aired in
Oh,
2003
not
on
Truman.
Spike TV, a network that was previously known as TNN, and then they later changed it to just Spike, and now it's called the Paramount Network, but at the time it was Spike TV, the first network for men. That was their actual slogan during that time, so you can imagine what kind of content would be on a channel geared towards.
I remember hearing about the show and it seems so mean-spirited back when mean-spirited stuff was okay on TV. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that it's definitely like during that time, because like this is just this is kind of this is like too much for someone. Like, why would you do this to a person?
Towards young men in 2003. Does anybody
Wow.
remember Stripperella? Probably not.
Stripperella?
Most of the Spike TV content that wasn't reruns of Star Trek was pretty forgettable. But I will always remember the Joe Schmo Show, and here's why. Hi, I'm T1J. I don't know if you know this, but YouTube subscribers don't really actually matter anymore. Like, there's no guarantee that if you click that subscribe button, you'll actually be shown my videos. Yet, I still want you to click that subscribe button.
I'll click
What
it.
does that say about me? So here's the setup of the Joe
You know
Schmo
what?
Show.
Here's the link, everyone. Subscribe to him right now. They used to run Girls Gone Wild. That's where that was? Oh my god.
They told my boy Matt that he was selected to be one of 9 contestants on a reality competition show called Lap of Luxury. Lap of Luxury is your basic Big Brother style show where everyone lives together in a big house.
I remember Big Brother.
And challenges, and people get voted out one by one until just one person remains and they win the grand prize, which in this case was $100,000.
You call the number to order the VHS or DVDs? What the fuck?
All of the other contestants were actually actors who were playing characters, and most of what they did was carefully scripted, all of this being unknown to Matt.
Today, Molly is going to confide in Matt.
Are Ralph and I still flirting with each other when he comes in?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got Truman showed. It's funny going back to watch the show now because a couple of those actors went on to more prominent roles. The most notable example being Kristen Wiig, who played this character Dr. Pat, and of course later went on to become a top 5 all-time SNL cast member.
I'm just so freaking excited!
It's just strange
just
to
so
remember
fucking
that
excited.
there was a point where Kristen Wiig was so unknown that she could be on a show like this. It's called the Joe Schmo Show because the point was to find the most simple, unsuspecting, average dude possible, a regular Joe Schmo, and throw him into a house with 9 crazy people and see how much they can fuck with him. It kind of sounds like some dystopian psychological experience.
That sounds
It's
so
totally not the type of thing I
mean.
would normally be into. It's just kind of cynical and mean-spirited. They call the guy Joe Schmo, for God's sake. But let's talk about the Schmo. His name's Matt, like I said, and he's a law school dropout who lives with his parents and delivers pizza for a living. The exact kind of homegrown,
Sounds like
white
Fallout
bread
size
schmuck
stuff.
they were
No,
looking
for
for.
real.
Matt is confident and outgoing, but also pretty goofy, a little awkward. He's one of those guys with no filter, just kind of says the first thing that comes to his head, which leads to a lot of foot in mouth moments.
You're gay, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. He looked at me like, yeah, I'm gay, so what? You know what I mean? Which, he's right. Why the heck? Why would I have said that?
But here's the thing.
Yeah,
He's
like, why
also
would you
really
be kind of
kind
weird?
and friendly. He's polite.
Ollie, I guess you like to pray before you eat?
The moment of silence was my suggestion. I don't pray, but I knew that she did.
We all have a lot to be thankful for anyway.
Helpful.
Yeah.
Trust me, nobody wants this to go faster than I do. Nobody warned me about this.
Really?
Oh.
It's cute.
I feel like a fucking clown.
I see your point
This is my first.
Yeah, I see your
big
point. I
exposure
definitely
television
see your
gig.
point about it. And I don't think it'll have detrimental effects upon your career, really.
And respectful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Matt just turned his back out of respect for, you know, this relationship. He turned his back so we could talk to each other.
And the first
Yeah.
person to speak up when someone is being bullied or treated unfairly.
What?
Dude.
If you don't let go,
Come on.
I'm gonna throw you in the freaking pool. Every opportunity I get.
Don't even say
Uh-huh.
that. You are not throwing him in the pool. I will whoop your ass if you throw him in the pool.
You kind
Aw.
of immediately like the guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
dude, say, when I said you're gay before, don't get pissed.
I think Matt definitely felt bad. I mean, you could tell Matt was
Aw.
sincere when he said it.
I'm an ally, just so you know that, for real.
I mean, that's pretty woke for a straight white guy in 2003. And
No,
although it's
literally,
clear that
yeah.
Matt understands that he's
Especially in
in a
2003,
competition, at least he
yeah.
thinks he is. You really get the sense that he's just happy to have this experience and to meet all these interesting people, some of whom he really comes to like and respect, like Earl, for example, the grizzled veteran who opens up to him and becomes somewhat of a father figure.
Really glad that we met, and can honestly say that I'm a better off.
Yeah, he does seem like a good dude.
So of course, this makes it even more upsetting that
Yeah.
it's all fake and they're going through all the trouble just to stress this really nice guy out on national television. In the first few episodes, the whole point of the show is just to put Matt in
Balls.
humiliating situations and screw with his emotions. They constantly do these little cutaways where the actors or the crew smugly discusses the schemes they've created or how hilarious it is that Matt is falling for their little prank.
Can you give it some rhythm?
I really wanted him to make noise, like make a sound. I don't know. I just thought it would be funny. I'm sorry, Matt.
At two,
What?
Kristen,
But
there's this
he
one
was
scene
fine.
where
You're the one
Matt
that
is
sounded weird.
genuinely upset with another housemate named Hutch, who is being an asshole because he's the asshole. It's literally the script. And they show a split screen revealing the rest of the cast and crew just laughing at Matt while he's going through this emotional moment. It's really off-putting to me. but I guess
Yeah.
that's the show. So, like I said, Matt is not just some goofball. He actually tries to play the game. He strategizes, he forms alliances. He's
No,
getting
this is
closer
really
with his
cool to
housemates,
do.
But he's definitely there to try and win the cash. But of course, this entire show is scripted, so none of his strategy really matters. Like there's this girl, Ashley, who was really nice to Matt at first, but then kind of did a heel turn into being very conniving and cold to him. And of course, good guy Matt doesn't like that, so he tries to rally support towards getting her voted off of the show. But the producers throw Matt a sadistic curveball.
The deciding vote in tonight's eviction ceremony.
Yeah.
Earl. Earl, with 4 votes, you've been cut off from the lap of luxury.
It was kind of out of nowhere and didn't really make sense in the story because everyone appeared to like Earl. It was
Yeah.
done purely to fuck with Matt, who had become very close with Earl, or at least he thought he was getting close to Earl. But the creators of this show couldn't predict just how much this elimination would affect Matt.
Poor Matt.
You're each one step closer to $100,000. Think about the events that led up to this moment.
I would have left. Yeah.
And get some rest. It's been a hard night, and it's going to be a big day tomorrow.
Seeing how sad
No.
Earl's eviction made Matt caused almost all of the actors to halfway break character and try to take care of him or cry alongside of him.
Yeah, I know. Me, I was sad too.
I was sad for real.
It's just not worth any amount of money.
Oh.
And no one watching will understand.
Matt.
Until you're in the position, you have no idea.
But here's the thing. I think audiences did understand. There's a reason that everyone on reality TV seems to be a vapid sociopath, because they're carefully selected based on certain qualities that make for exciting television. Matt was selected to be the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
He's the schmo. That was the whole joke. And I think what the producers didn't realize before this point is that because Matt was such a relatable, admirable guy, and also because this whole setup is pretty fucking cruel in general, the audience would begin to root for him. I know I did. Matt wasn't the schmo anymore. He was the hero, and the producers and the actors became the antagonists. The best moments in the show are not when the producers are laughing about how well their prank is going. My favorites are the times when Matt surprises the producers or does something that inadvertently ruins their cynical plan. Like there was this one competition where Matt had to put his hand on a porn star's breast, and if he removed it, he lost the game. Again, it was Spike TV in 2003. Almost all of the competitions involved breasts. That probably sounds like an exaggeration, but you'd be surprised. Anyway, the producers basically were like, of course Matt is a horny caveman. There's no way he's ever gonna let go of that breast. But Matt strategically loses the game on purpose. It's complicated, but basically if he lost the game, he knew he would get his own room, which he really wanted. You have to watch the show to get the context. And since the script said that Matt was meant to win that challenge, they had to scramble to update their plans for that episode. Or this sumo competition they had to do, which was also designed for Matt to win. But after he accidentally injures Dr. Pat, he unexpectedly chooses to give her the prize he won. So when they literally break his spirit,
I'm gonna fucking cry. What the hell?
Full on bawling on national television, even they have to ask themselves,
are we the baddies? The actors were sort of second guessing like the whole process of the whole thing.
And we were devastated to, you know, hurt him in any way. And
you were being assholes!
And ultimately, this would lead to a complete change in tone halfway through the show. Now, instead of putting Matt in awkward or embarrassing situations just for laughs, most of the story was now designed to make
how are they the good guys in this?
They put him in competitions that he was likely to be good at to make it easier for him to win. Like there was a game where they had to do a cannonball into the pool to splash enough water onto a woman's t-shirt so you could see through it. Look, I told you. And Matt was the biggest guy there, clearly rigged in his favor. And like Matt spent some time in law school, so they did a debate competition, which is very subtle. They put him in situations where he had to make a moral choice, but it was extremely obvious what the correct choice was.
Both Ashley and Hutch want me to vote Brian off. You know, I know what I have to do.
Like, are you gonna betray the closest friend you've made in the house or go along with these two people who have been assholes to you the whole show? But Matt still ends up looking virtuous for making the honorable choice. Even the tone of the behind the scenes commentary shifted dramatically.
First day, real. We're gonna get him hook, line, and sinker, and we can afford to get outrageous later.
Just let's absolutely just keep it going. This guy is gonna have the night of his life.
Matt was truly now the hero of the Joe Schmo show.
Yeah.
The last big prank of the show was to make Hutch the undeserving asshole, the ultimate winner of Lap of Luxury, which is pretty funny because he was kind of a cartoon villain on the show, so that would be a super unsatisfying conclusion. But shortly after, they finally revealed the true nature of the show to Matt, which I'll talk about right after I tell you about the Curiosity Stream and Nebula bundle. Nebula and Curiosity Stream, the sponsors of this video, are both streaming platforms with tons of amazing content. Nebula is our creator-owned
No, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. The only reason why I'm watching the ads is so they can get their revenue from it. Because if we don't watch the revenue of the ads, they don't. Well, if we don't watch the ads, they don't get their revenue.
On YouTube or anywhere else, so you could be missing out on some of the
I know, but we gotta. If we're gonna watch their stuff, we gotta respect them too. You know.
Have a place to share content without having to refresh the view count every 5 minutes, hoping that YouTube
we gotta respect the people that we're watching on the internet.
Way to support independent content creators. Our partner Curiosity Stream, on the other hand, focuses on bigger budget documentaries and nonfiction titles, of which there are thousands on the site. If you're a fan of documentaries and have a few extra dollars every month, you really should get CuriosityStream. You will feel like a kid in a candy shop. And to make it even better, if you do sign up for CuriosityStream using my link, curiositystream.com/T1J, and my code T1J, you'll also be invited to get access to
Look at that code, guys.
free.
Look at
Plus,
the code.
CuriosityStream is currently running a holiday sale where you can get 42%
January
off the annual
2nd. Oh, we
plan.
passed
So
that.
basically, it's a very good time to take advantage of this bundle. Just check out the link in the description.
Oh, we way past that.
You're an actor as well. Please, I mean, come on. Let's be honest about this.
What? Matt? What is going on? What is going on?
There's something we've been meaning to tell
Not them bringing the fucking instruments.
you. The only real thing on this reality show is you.
Oh my God.
I would have punched him in the face.
So as I mentioned, the prize for this fake reality show was $100,000. And they don't mention
Does he at least
throughout
get the
the
money?
show whether they plan to give Matt that money. I mean, you kind of assume they're going to. That would be so shitty if they didn't. And
They
do.
didn't.
I think they figured
Okay, they
that
do.
even
Okay,
though
good.
this whole thing is a bit deranged, it was okay because they're going to give him a bunch of money at the end. But because of how the show changed, it wasn't like, hey, sorry for traumatizing you, here's 100 stacks. It ended up being a celebration of Matt and how solid a dude he is.
He's the sweetest thing. I mean, he is the sweetest thing.
Matt, I love you.
No, you don't.
You're an amazing person, and you've surprised everyone on this project with.
You're a
how big
fucking
you are.
asshole.
He's a genuine guy.
He's top 5 of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life.
Why were you being an asshole to
He's
him?
just a great guy.
The power of boredom.
It's all for you, man.
He has such a bigger heart than me.
Thank you so much.
Like, they could have pulled any awkward goober off of the street and gave him $100,000, but they got my boy Matt. And you like when good things happen to good people. But the real reason I love this story is because it's a story of pure human goodness overcoming cynicism. They literally had to rearrange their whole show because of one man's integrity. They were forced to abandon their sadistic premise of just fucking with a guy for kicks and turn the show into basically a surprise party in his honor. There were 2 more seasons of the Joe Schmo show, but you can tell they were trying to intentionally capture the magic that Matt unexpectedly brought to the first season. And it's not really organic, so it doesn't really hit the same way. It's so easy to get sucked up into negativity. I just thought it was cool to see an example of
I knew that was
human
gonna happen.
decency finally winning the day. That's just me though. What do you think? Thanks for watching. If you want to hear another interesting
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for introducing the video to me. No, literally though, let me put the link here again. Literally, that's the problem, honestly, is the fact that there is one guy who is so fucking nice, so amazing and everything, and they're like, oh, well, let's do that again. Maybe the next person will be another Matt. Ha 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 ha. That's going so funny. Ha ha ha. And then next you know, yeah, we had to deal with that bullshit. And I hate it. I really do. I hate that they had to bully him. I feel so bad for him. I mean, I'm happy he got his money at least, but still, like, I do not like people hurting people anyways, so that just, I don't like him. Nope.